Mr. Ware, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I'm now also giving you a curfew. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. And I'm going to put a monitor on your ankles so I know where you are at all times. Do you understand? If I find that you're a danger to my community, I'm going to lock you up and I'm going to make your bond so high. Do you understand, sir? No contact with the co-defendant in this case and no weapons as well. How old are you, sir?
19.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing with yourself now?
Not much.
Are you working?
No, sir. I was planning on going to the military.
Great to see you. How are you? Always a pleasure. All right.
Pleasure's always mine.
Mr. Barajas, you are charged with 2 counts of assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine on each. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. If you have the right to have an attorney present, if you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
It's my understanding that the state's going to dismiss one of the, it's the same industry found.
Ah,
That's my understanding.
okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Ready for PC?
Sure.
On December 29th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, and was met at the front door by the complainant. The complainant stated that I apologize, Your Honor. The complainant provided a statement and brought the officer into her kitchen, and the officer was able to see redness on the upper left side of the complainant's face near her eye. The officer also observed on the complainant a small laceration and fresh blood. The complainant had tears in her eyes and stated that the defendant and she had been in a dating relationship for on and off for 6 years, and that in the morning, the defendant and she got into a verbal argument about various issues, and the defendant became irate due to her confronting him about the issues, and he started belittling her and calling her derogatory names. The complainant then stated that when they were arguing, she responded by insulting the defendant back, and then things began to intensify. Eventually, the defendant charged at the complainant, and the complainant stated that the defendant slapped her with an open palm across her face, throwing her backwards onto the bed. And as the complainant attempted to cover up her face by turning on her stomach, the defendant punched her in the back 3 times with a closed fist, and the complainant did feel pain from being slapped and punched in the back.
Okay. Mr. Vara, because I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm entering now what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This identifies Ms. Alvarado as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Are they prescriptive?
Yes, sir.
Back on. Okay. I want you to understand that I'm issuing a protective order that identifies her as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You know, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you violate this, the state can and will file a violation protective order against you, and it's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Just don't have any contact, don't have any weapons, and you'll be fine with us. Got a great lawyer. Listen to him. He'll take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you have to stay in contact with him. If he comes back, tells me he can't get a hold of you because you've taken off, a warrant will be issued. You pick up a new case, a warrant will be issued. It's not hard. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're going to have them file all the documents. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go. Okay. Do you want a PR bond?
I just didn't want to fight too much this morning, but
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Please. I just see the stuff from 92. That's all I see, right? Is that it? Okay, I'll grant you a PR bond, but understand, this is the only one I'm going to give you. You become a danger to my city, you become a danger to my community, I'm going to yank that PR bond and I'm going to make it high. You understand?
Yes,
It's
Your Honor.
not hard, all right? Okay, there's a ton of paperwork we're going to have to do, so just pick a date with Victoria and then you're good. Don't leave until you sign all the paperwork, Mr. Rojas, okay?
Continue.
Okay. Sir, you were charged, do you speak English?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Your Honor.
better. You're charged with reckless driving, up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. Hey, Conrad, we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
I apologize, Your Honor. What's the last name of this?
Turu Biartes, Turru.
Thank you, Your Honor. The officers were surveying a known street takeover group in a large parking lot in Harris County, Texas, when the officers observed the defendant's vehicle spin its rear tires and do approximately 4 to 5 donuts in the pit, coming within 10 to 15 feet of other vehicles. Undercover officers kept their eyes on the vehicle until other officers were able to conduct a traffic stop. The undercover officers also identified the driver as a slim Hispanic male with curly hair. The officers observed the defendant in the driver's seat and the defendant admitting to doing donuts.
Right. Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Have you seen if he has a valid license?
I'll run it, Your Honor.
Please. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to partake in this type of behavior again. No racing, reckless driving, donuts, street takeovers. If I find that you do, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I apologize. It's loading right now.
Yes, no problem.
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. You mind crafting those orders? We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll get you in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go. Be careful. Don't drive like this again. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On December 27th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance at an apartment in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant and the defendant are cousins. The complainant and the defendant do not live with each other, and the defendant was staying with the complainant for a couple of days. The complainant stated she and the defendant got into an argument about the defendant's lifestyle. The defendant became upset and started to throw the complainant's belongings out of the apartment. The complainant and the defendant continued to argue, and the complainant tried to open the door to retrieve the belongings, and the defendant grabbed the complainant's arm, applying pressure and scratching the complainant's arm, causing a deep cut, bruising, bleeding, and pain. The defendant stated she had been arguing with the complainant earlier in the day, and the defendant stated she got fed up with the complainant criticizing her and asked the complainant to leave. The defendant stated the complainant pushed her and took her phone, and the complainant's small dog caused an injury, and the defendant did not recall injuring the complainant.
Do you know if alcohol played a part in any of this?
There's no allegations, Your Honor.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? These are your bond conditions. If you violate these conditions, a warrant will be issued. You will go to jail. No more PR bonds for you, man. We will do that. We'll give you time. Yes, we're going to do that now. I'm going to have you sign a reset. Victoria will give you 30 days. But I'm going to have you also take a seat in the jury box. So we'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go, man. All right? Please. Mr. Ware, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year of jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On December 28th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a robbery that just occurred in Harris County, Texas at a restaurant. While en route, the officer observed males walking on the south side of the store where the robbery had occurred, matching the description the reportee provided. The officer called in an attempt to contact the two individuals and located the two males wearing dark hoodies, dark pants, and shirts tied to their heads that looked like makeshift ski masks. The officer made contact and asked if it was okay if they were patted down for weapons, and both individuals ran off. A short pursuit lasted approximately 50 feet, where the co-defendant slipped on a puddle of water, and the defendant ran approximately 5 feet before being grabbed by the officer. The defendant, 19 years old, whilst trying to stand the defendant on his feet to walk him to the patrol vehicle, the officer found on the defendant a loaded Glock 9mm, which fell out of the pant leg of the defendant.
So this is part of an ag rob as well, right?
Amanda Marsh.
Yes, Judge.
What happened on the ag rob?
One moment, Your Honor. So during the ag rob, the complainant stated that while he was walking into the store to grab his food order, the two males stood outside the store watching him, and as he walked out of the restaurant, they blocked his path, and one of them pulled out a gun on him, and the other yelled at him for his wallet and keys.
Where is this?
It was, one moment, there's an address, but not a name of the business. At a Sonny's food store.
Got it. Mr. Ware, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I'm now also giving you a curfew. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. And I'm going to put a monitor on your ankles so I know where you are at all times. Do you understand? If I find that you're a danger to my community, I'm going to lock you up and I'm going to make your bond so high. Do you understand, sir? No contact with the co-defendant in this case and no weapons as well. How old are you, sir?
19.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing with yourself now?
Not much.
Are you working?
No, sir. I was planning on going to the military. I was talking to a military.
I want to know what you're doing with yourself. If you're working, if you're doing anything, because I want you to get a job. Too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. You need something to do.
Forklift license. I know we're going to a class for forklift.
Good. Get it done. You need to get a job, and I want to make sure that you're going to get a job. I'm going to provide you a lawyer today, but I want to see here within the next couple of weeks what you have done to get a job. If you've done nothing, life's not going to go well. Do you understand?
Sir.
In this life, you have to be productive. You have to either get yourself an education or get yourself a trade, a job, because I'm going to tell you now, when you turn 40, if you don't have a career, if you don't have an education, if you don't have anything, this life is not going to be a good one for you, because I'm going to tell you, life sucks without money. You need money. Otherwise, it's going to be just a rotten toilet of an existence. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to make sure here you're going to leave better than you came. So you must either get a job or get into school full time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you a lawyer today, and I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks, and we'll see what you've done with yourself.
Yes, sir.
All right.